Hello, people, and we're going to talk about 5 crypto gems that you might want to look at for December. Now, crypto gems for December does not mean I actually like these projects. They might be garbage in the long run, but they could have a good chance to move up in the month of December. Obviously, many of them are going to entail a lot of risk because I don't necessarily believe they'll be good projects. But let's go to the list and let's look at them. First of all, you have IOTA. Now, IOTA just got registered in Abu Dhabi. They are the first crypto foundation to actually register there. So IOTA has been dormant for a while, and it might be time to actually do some catching up because this is something that like an old coin gets like a new kind of hype. It's been dormant for more than a cycle, so people might FOMO into it in the next bull run. And it's been kind of a coin that's just kind of been there, but it hasn't really done much. But now maybe it's time for it to actually do something. It'll be the first DLT foundation and to be registered under the Immigrants Regulatory Framework for Blockchain Foundations, the press release stated. Obviously, IOTA's dropped a lot in the rankings, so maybe it'll actually go up in the rankings. It jumped 43% today, so there might be a little bit of a pullback, but I think this registration will actually help IOTA in the bull run because, if you have like new good news for an older coin and it hasn't moved for a while, a lot of times that's it, like the incentive for the coin to actually move up. I'm sure IOTA has some partnerships. It is a DLT slash DAG thing. And it's also going to be funded by $100 million worth of tokens, and those are vested for 4 years. So they're trying to build up the ecosystem. And with it being registered in the UAE through Abu Dhabi, having $100 million vested to actually support the ecosystem, it has funding for building new projects. And I like it because they're actually funding developing protocols and stuff on IOTA now, which they should have focused on a long time ago. And of course, you can't really dump the tokens because they will be vested for 4 years. And of course, IOTA surged from 17 to 25 cents. You might want to wait until it falls a little bit, but it might actually be a decent one to actually pick up for the month of December after maybe it pulls back a little bit. So it's got that DAG technology. I don't really know what's happened with Tangle and all their promises. I don't think they actually fulfill them, but it's got new hype behind it. It's got some new regulatory framework behind it, and it has a large budget to develop its ecosystem. So it is definitely something that you may just want to look at. Blast is the next one that you might keep an eye on. Blast obviously has attracted something like $600 million, and I don't even think it's launched yet. So I would be very, very careful with this one. I don't trust it myself. But, the thing is, FOMO for coins is a real thing, obviously. And coins like this, they can do hero or zero. So, they could actually debut at a really high price and then dump down. Or they could actually debut at a really low price and go 10x in a day. It's kind of like make your bets. If you have insider information, obviously it's easier. I don't have insider information because I'm not an insider, obviously. But if it does actually start off really low, you might want to look at Blast because it does have some potential to go up. I personally think this is a quick shakedown I personally don't believe in this project. It looks a little bit too much with all the referral programs and all that stuff. I just think it looks like too much of a fast money grab to me. So I would not invest in it myself. But the thing is, if you're looking for opportunities, this might actually represent an opportunity, and you can actually get some airdrops and stuff for this specific coin if you refer people. Now, I'm not going to leave a referral link. I have nothing to do with this company, and I'm not going to participate in this. But it is an opportunity for those of you that are actually interested to maybe go look at. And you might be able to get some free money for this one. And if you get an airdrop for free, the investment is just the time, and outside of the time, you're really not risking anything. So might be worth a look for those that are actually interested, and that is Blast. The third one is Luna C USTC. You guys might think I'm a little crazy about this, but there is a Binance burn, and I think that's part of the reason Luna has been so volatile recently. There's been a lot of trading opportunities, and I think there'll continue to be a lot of trading opportunities for Luna C. So the thing is, the recent soaring of Terra Classic-backed tokens appears to come as a result of Binance's announcements related to USTC. Furthermore, crypto market traders and investors are extensively eyeing the token as Binance burning date nears. So basically, they announced that they will execute its 15th Luna C token burn for Terra Luna incinerating approximately 760 million coins, a very, very small dent in the overall supply. The action contributes to a cumulative burn exceeding 40 billion lunacy by the exchange and 76 billion by the community. So they are continuing to actually burn lunacy. Obviously, that should shrink the supply, which should, in theory, raise the price. And I think this is part of the reason for the sudden interest in USTC. I personally think USTC represents a better chance than Terra Luna. So if I were to actually buy, I would probably buy USTC. Now, you might be thinking, that's a stable coin. How would you make money from that? USTC isn't really a stablecoin anymore. It's not pegged. They're trying very, very hard to repeg it. And I think there's a good chance in the bull run, because the amount of collateral that they have is going to be worth more, that it'll actually get pretty close to $1. Now, if USTC gets pretty close to $1, you should definitely sell USTC if you're buying in now at 3 cents. First of all, that's like 30x. But outside of that, I doubt they'll actually be able to hold the peg, because as the bull market cools off and the price comes down on their collateral, I don't think they'll actually have enough collateral to back Luna anymore, and then USTC will drop down again. So right now, if you're buying USTC, you're buying at 3 cents for the chance to sell up close to $1. The worst you can do is lose the 3 cents. So it's like a 90, I would say it's like a 97-3 ratio. And there is a decent chance it'll pump some and you can actually sell. So despite it not technically being a stable coin, it's not really a stable coin. And I think it's actually like somewhat investable right now because of this Binance news and because of the massive volatility in the ecosystem right now. And of course, with a bull run coming up, that stablecoin is likely to get pretty close to repegging as the assets backing it actually get driven up by the bull run. So take a look at it. I understand if it's not for you, it's not really for me, but there is definitely a lot of opportunity there for you to gain maybe 25x or like 30x on what's supposedly a stablecoin. And I think the risks are very limited because it's 3 cents right now. Like I said, like you can get, like there's like a 97%, there's like a 97, maybe like a 97% chance of gain. Well, not percent chance of gain, but like the odds, like the risk reward tolerance is like 97.3 because you can go up like 97 cents. You can only lose 3 cents. So it might actually be worth the risk right now. The fourth one I want to mention is PYTH. It's an oracle. It's been getting a lot of hype. It wants to challenge Chainlink, but the market cap for PYTH is much, much lower. It is built on Solana, but it does have Jump backing it. So it does actually have a big supporter backing it. I do think there's a couple of projects already using it. I think it's already gotten further along than Band or Teller in the last bull run. And if you look at Chainlink's market cap right now, where it should be, there is room for another project like this. Remember, projects are going to want to use more than Oracle just for redundancy, just to make sure they get the projects right. So just because Chainlink might be very successful does not mean they won't use PYTH. And with the large backers, with the amount of data sets they have, I can actually see some people relying on PYTH. And you only need to get part of the market. And just because they're using PYTH does not mean they're not using Chainlink. I think there's even more potential there because it's not necessarily a zero-sum game when it comes to oracles, especially if there's only 1 or 2 services in the entire market. And that's kind of what it is right now. So I do believe if you look at Chainlink right now, you look at Chainlink, what it was in the bull market, you can kind of see the growth trajectory for PYTH. And the thing is, yes, I know that only 15% of the coins are out right now, and that has some people worried. I would be kind of worried for that too. The next release comes in May of 2024, so get that release schedule right. See how many coins they'll actually have out in the bull run, and if it's not too much of an increase, then according to the market cap, then you can actually feel a little bit better about buying something like PYTH. And the last one is Thorchain or Rune, and it's been going up like crazy. And this is actually being fueled by the Edge wallet right now because they've been integrated with the Edge wallet. And that is going to simplify decentralized finance participation for regular crypto investors. They are actually going to do multi-chain, which is going to be very cross-chain collab, which is going to be very, very popular in the future. So the gains have come amid hype around native Rune being added to the Edge self-custody wallet, simplifying participation in Thorchain protocols. and of course, like, their usage. So native Rune is now supported in Edge Wallet for your self-custody enjoyment. Edge already supports functionalities like swaps and savers. So they want to like facilitate cross-chain swaps, which are a very security risky side of things, but also a very good market to tackle because there is demand for it right now. So Thorchain Rune, I think this will actually continue. It might run up some more. So December might be a good month for Rune and Thorchain. So let me know what you think about these coins. Those are the 5 I wanted to talk about today. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button, and I will be back later.